Oh, my connection's so bad. Okay, I'm trying this again. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the live from here. I think I'm going to have to go to my girlfriend's place. I don't know about this. I'm relying on you guys to let me know. I'm relying on you guys to let me know. Can anybody, is there anybody out there? I don't know if it's working really. It says I'm alive. It says I'm alive. I'm retrying this Aquarius thing again because I lost my connection. And that's because I'm on Indian internet. And it's kind of like sending the smoke signal. So I'm hoping that you can hear me. I can see one person can. Thank you with a thumbs up. I'm gonna retry this and hope that I can get this out. If not, I'll wait till I go to Sherry's place again, where she has like A1 internet, and see if I can get this continued. I'm loading what I just said already, like that little Aquarius bit with the bad connection. But I'd like to just continue on with it. I know it's frigged up. I don't know if it'll work. So we'll just give it a shot. We'll just give it a shot. I'm back. I know I had to end that because I couldn't fix what the connection was. So this is like the stars on replay. I've given it a try. I can see that my bars are going up and down. It's kind of, I don't know. Okay, I'm just giving it a shot. Cute Mittens, I love your name. So adorable. Anyway, like I was saying in the other one, you lost the connection, but this is a parting of the ways, and there's a victor and there's someone who feels defeated, but it's not a good win. Now, the thing is this is from this situation, from this situation for you to get involved in stuff, like you may do a retry. You're testing the waters about how people feel after this situation you went down with someone. It seems like I think there was I think this perhaps there could be a third party in this deal, or maybe this is the person that you had the situation with, you had the showdown with, perhaps. But anyway, you're not showing all of your emotions, how you feel on this. I think that you're keeping some things buried. Okay, but the thing is that you're at the end of a cycle. You're at the end of the cycle. You're heading towards something new now. Like, this is come full circle in everything you needed to learn. You needed to learn about the truth. You needed to learn about your feelings, what you're investing yourself in. What are your goals? All these things is as you're ready to start new again. Okay. You've completed this cycle. So also the world is 3, it's 21. It's movement. A 3 is progression forward. Okay. And the world, you're like closing the door, opening the door. Sometimes it's not closing the door. Like you're never going to deal with that, never going to see that people. Not, it's not necessarily like the death, It's just you're moving on. It's bigger and better, or broader, or greener, or whatever. It's more in tune with what you want now. Because when you go through a 7-year cycle, you change. You know, you're a lot different person at 30 than you were at 23. You know, that's just an idea of a 7-year span of something you can go through and how much you change, how much you evolve, you know. So you're ready for something different, okay? So the first card in your present is the Prince of Pentacles. The Prince of Pentacles, he is a knight. He's on the move. He's heading towards a goal. And this is your second prince. This is your second prince. This guy's running in. He's galloping and he's driving it home. This guy is like, well, now wait a minute. You know, he's very defensive. You know, if you look, I'll hold that card real close for you. He's very defensive. He's not sure. He's not sure what he's heading into. And I'm like, oh, leery, you know. I'm like, he's wary. He also has his sword out like this. He's ready, but he's not aggressive. It's more of a defensive mode. I'm ready to defend myself if there's anything out there, you know, kind of like that. Actually moved yet. It's defensive. It's not sure what you're not feeling confident, sure about what you're going into. And there's a sense of vulnerability here too, because see how his shoulder is exposed? A sense of vulnerability here with the direction you're going. You don't feel completely confident in the direction you're going. But, you know, you'll be okay. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. You got strength. You know, the strength is about surrender, but it's also about handling things with integrity. Do you see how proud she's standing there? Their head up and shoulders back. And the red is her motivation, you know, her energy. She's motivated, but she can't lose her cool. She's got to keep it together, right? And I want to point out that she has the boar, the support of the boar. She's controlled this wild beast, right? But not with a weapon. She didn't use a weapon. She didn't use a chain or a collar. She didn't imprison this beast. She tamed him. It's like gentle persuasion. It's another way of dealing with people. Gentle persuasion, not forcing your point, not blowing your top. It's really about integrity. Strength is a lot about integrity, not losing control in a way. You know what I mean? It's $50, hun. I'm here for you. So this is where you're standing. You're standing in it's like positioning yourself. I'm proud of myself. I have nothing, you know, kind of feeling here like I have nothing to defend, you know, in a way. But also handling things properly. Also, you're ready to expand. She's got a double spiral here bracelet she's wearing. And one spiral is yourself expanding. 2 spirals is a couple, is possibly looking for partnership now. Now, even though she's here with this wild beast, it's still a partnership. And it's just about containing that beast within, that rage within us, that anger. You know, we can't go and being mad and everything. We gotta contain ourselves. And also, it's a bit of surrender, trust. You know, I don't have to control everything. The world is going to spin without me. You know, it's not going to fall apart. I don't have to be controlling, micromanaging everything. I'm not putting you down, man. I'm just saying There's a change. You know, you're new now. You're different. You're realizing you've matured. Why am I hanging on so tightly to that stuff? You know, why? I gotta let that go. I'm gonna handle things differently now. Okay. And you know what that is going to do for you? It's going to bring you pure joy. Now, the other thing I got to say about this is the 10 is completion. You know, this is the family, all the family together. So this is completion. I wonder if family, you could be living with people, sharing a place. So this could be the end of that. You're moving on, because it comes right under the world. You know, the world is completion. The 10 of Cups is completion. So you're ready for a new emotional journey now. You've completed this one, okay? And you're ready for something new. You're also ready for your dreams to come true. If you see in the background, there's a rainbow there. There's something else. There's a pot of gold you're looking for, not necessarily money, but whatever richness, being enriched, means to you. You have other dreams and goals that you want to attend. And so you need to move on now from this. It's not suggesting a breakup. It's just suggesting new goals and dreams, okay? Emotionally fulfilling, all right? You know, I'm wondering if this really isn't, she's got her back turned on this, eh? She's got her back. Perhaps this is not emotionally fulfilling her anymore. You know, she needs to stand on her own, right? She needs to stand on her own, but you're leery. You're kind of taking one step and saying, okay, is this ground solid before I put my whole weight on it? So Jay, just email me at tinkertarotreadings@gmail.com, and you and I can converse more about the personal readings, okay? But they're $50, and I say 45 minutes an hour. I usually go way past. Like my last one that was an hour went an hour and a half. Because it's I always say it's shutting me up. It's the trick. Anyway, so in your future, you got the 2 of Cups. You know, I said back here, that double spiral on her arm, that tattoo she's got, that's expanding into 2 now instead of just 1. And here we go. You know, this is 2. Now, in this, like in the Mythic Tarot, you know, this card depicts, like this card says coming together with your soulmate. But really, I think, you know, the Ace is when you're ready to love. You're ready to open your heart. This is, I've seen someone's caught your eye. You're like, who's that? Oh, I haven't seen her before. Wow, she's cool. Is she ever interesting? He ever, you know, he's all that too. Oh my God. So this is, you know, you got someone you're interested in. They've caught your eye. They've caught your eye enough that you want to find out about them. You want to find out when the next party is that they're going to be at, or all of a sudden you're the number 1 fan to that band. I'm going to see everything they're doing now. You know, that sort of thing. You see someone's caught your eye here, you know, and this has a lot of potential, because look at the wind in there. So they're like, woo, whoa, someone fan me. Woo, who's that? So it's really nice. The other thing too is that I want to point this out before we go further on with your reading, because I told you the cards are across past, present, future, right? But I also read them up and down, and right here. So here's the losing battle, fighting a losing battle and separation, going your separate ways. And then here is like, I'd like to move forward now. I got to go my own way, but I'm like worried and about, you know, what I'm stepping into. And then there's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready now. You know, there's wind in my sails and I'm ready for something. I'm not as protective of myself. I'm going to let down my guard a little bit. I've seen someone that sparked my interest and I'm ready to let down my guard and proceed. But it doesn't mean you have to jump in with them, you know, jump into anything. Don't go moving in with anybody on first, you know, because you like each other. Take your time. That's what this is about. Taking your time, checking them out, seeing if they got the right stuff, you know, for you and your picture, what your dreams are. What your dreams. You have to go and follow your dreams now, okay? So the card after the Two of Cups is Cernunnos. And Cernunnos is a temptation. This is something that's taking you away from your path, your direction, your goals, your, you know, Cernunnos could be an addiction. And addictions can be anything. It doesn't have to be just drugs or alcohol. There's sex is a huge addiction now. There's eating. There's shopping addictions. There's gambling. There's you know, anything that you do too much that's not moderation can become an addiction. You know, there are hoarders, the people that have to collect everything and take it home. Addiction. The thing is whatever this temptation is, doesn't have to be a lover, is taking you off your path of where you're going, of your direction, of your goals, you know, that your path. You're off the path and you're off sneaking off with someone. This could be the forbidden fruit too, right? Forbidden fruit. That's why it's the devil, you know. And like I said, forbidden fruit can be a lot of things too, not just sex, not just drugs. It's not serving you, it's not helping you, it's distracting you from where you really should be going. It, you know, and it limits you too, is what I want to say. It's limiting you. You could have something to do, you know, this is a right under your strength. Maybe this is part of what you got to be strong. You got to keep, you know, on the road. You got to keep, you know, I can do it, you know. And the surrender is not surrendering to the temptation. The surrender is I can make it without that tool, without that thing that helps me get through it, you know. When they say you had to go through a lot of stuff, it means you had to sit with pain. You had to sit with some sort of pain. And it hurt for a long time. But now you're different. You're stronger. You're stronger. And you're ready to move forth. Your last cup, your last card in your future is I can't say the darn word. Someone that knows Gaelic out there should tell me how to pronounce that, because I don't know how to pronounce that. There's two F's and Erylt. Ferilt? I don't know. But anyway, it's temperance is what it is. This lady is trying to combine her heart and her mind. Fire and water. Opposites, you know, opposites, yin and yang. Trying to blend it because she's trying to create her dreams. See, there's that rainbow again. And you know what the funny thing is? I got to show you this. I gotta show you this. Look at. So first you had the world heading in a whole new life cycle, no new directions, and with a toolbox full of tools ready, right? And then here is your finish this this emotional, you're emotionally fulfilled, but yet need to start something new here. So off to a new start, fulfilling your dreams. I have a feeling this is your family fulfilling your dreams. And then look at that, another rainbow. You're doing it. There you are, off on your own, you know, off on your own, fulfilling your dreams, creating your own future, you know. Look at that, creating. And at end, you know, I said anything that you don't do in moderation is a temptation. This card is all about moderation. Moderation. You're going to achieve it. You're going to beat this. You're going to win. You're going to win. You're going to conquer this temptation. And temptations are things that we do to try and help us cope with life. What we're trying to deal with. Maybe it's something we've been dealing with since we were a kid. You know, maybe it's something new, a new heartbreak. You're devastated. Whatever it is, this tool is only delaying you. It's only a pause. It's like stepping off the path for a minute. You got to get back on. You got to get back on that horse, you know? And this is having more moderation in your life. You're creating what you need in your life to achieve your goals, to achieve what you really want. You know, I think that this has probably kept you back for quite a while. It's probably limited your progress for quite a while, but you've learned something about yourself here. You've learned something about yourself, and probably from this victory or defeat, whatever side of it you were on, you know, whatever side of it you were on, you learned something, and it changed how you feel. You know, it changed your, you're changing how you feel and deal, okay, with things. And you know, this is part of what you have to have the strength for, to not be strained from the path. Don't get pulled away. Don't let that little devil up there, you know, the angel and the devil, and the angel saying, hey, aren't you thirsty? Come on. One beer isn't going to hurt. Come on. You deserve a break today. And the angel saying, you can't just eat one chip. You know that. You know that. You can't just go in there and put $1 in and spin the wheel. You know that about yourself. You know yourself a lot better now. You know, you've learned a lot about yourself in this past cycle. And you're changing. You're creating moderation in your life, balance. You know, you're about creating the life that you need, you want, your dreams. That's what that rainbow is. Okay. So hopefully my connection is still really good. You can still hear me. I'm going to give a couple of playing cards for this. I think it really says it all. Like, you're really heading in a new direction. You got more balance, you know. You got more balance. You're what is that up there on the wall? It looks like a horseshoe to me. And when I always hang a horseshoe on the inside of my front door, and I always have the horseshoe going up like this to welcome in the luck, to welcome in like the grail, like a cup, you know. And I always have my horseshoe hanging like this to welcome to fill my cup, to fill my horseshoe. Anyway, it looks like she has a horseshoe like that up there in these rafters there, eh? There's also a hidden face. You know, I think that this is always going to be in the background there somewhere. You know, when we have an addiction, we always have that addiction. If you're addicted to, well, if you're an alcoholic, it's always going to be a part of you that's tugging at you. You know, which wolf is going to win? They say we all have two wolves fighting within us. And the wolf that wins is the wolf you feed. Food for thought. I'm sure you're all very wise people and know a lot of this stuff already. Hi from Belize. Hi, Sammy. How you doing? Mid-heaven. Ain't that the truth? Ain't the truth. Ari, man. Ari. I love Belize. That island wasn't called San Ignacio. It was called Cocker Key, Cocker Key, and it was the name of the island. And this little bar, it was called I and I, and we'd go in there. It was like a treehouse bar on Cocker Key. It was like this cool treehouse bar, but they closed at 11 because they lived like in a neighborhood families and they couldn't have any noise after 11. So it was really cool though. They had swings as seats and hammocks laying around. It was really cool. I liked it. So, what are my messages for Aquarius, my Aquarius darling? You know, this reading really says it all. Like, it's very specific to what you're going through, what you're heading into, you know. Ooh, 2 diamonds. Okay, this is a meeting about, this is an investment. Usually diamonds are about money. 2s are about meeting. 2s are about perhaps a partnership, you know. So it could be a meeting about money, like discussing money, arrangements, something like that. These 3 cards just popped out. So I think it actually was like this. So you've got the King of Clubs, the Queen of Hearts, and the 3 of Spades. The King of Clubs is a brown or a hazel-eyed man. In the tarot, the kings can be male or female, but not in the playing cards. This is a male, okay? This is a brown-eyed man. He's probably very social, dynamic, energetic, a lot like the Wands, a fire sign in a way. He's a hard worker, okay? Although he's working right now, but when he does something, he puts his all into it, okay? This is, you know, she's Lady Luck sometimes. She's a blue-eyed woman. She doesn't have to have blonde hair, but her eyes are blue, okay? This could be a couple. This is an obstacle. This is an obstacle in your way. It's not something you can't overcome, you know, but it is an obstacle. And, oops. I think this is a couple, a blue-eyed woman, brown-eyed man. And there's some sort of obstacle with them. It could have something to do with this meeting. You know, this meeting you're getting together to discuss finances, or there is some sort of obstacle here to this partnership. There, you know, this is a partnership, and this is an obstacle to it. Okay, an obstacle to it. Oh, you're in the Peninsula South. Oh, yeah. I was on the mainland a little bit, but when I went up to San Ignacio and stayed there, and there was that's where I did that river tour where you go in the caves and you're floating on the river through these underground caves. Oh, it was so cool. I also went on another river tour. It was more about seeing the what do you call those trees that they're covered in water, like they're mangroves? Yeah, the mangroves, and so much life in those mangroves, eh? But anyway, Aquarius, there's some sort of obstacle to partnership here. I want to pull one more card for all of the Aquarius out there to see what is the obstacle, my darlings. Oh, you're welcome, doll. You're welcome. Okay, so what is this obstacle with this partnership for Aquarius? What is the obstacle? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me true. This is wishful thinking. You're thinking, you are hoping, it's a hope, kind of wishful thinking of how this can turn out. I think you're blinded to something here, though. Like, I don't think you're taking the obstacle seriously. Whatever the obstacle is, remember to contain yourself, though. Remember to behave. I'm not lecturing or anything. I'm a Sagittarius. The beast, I have to work so hard to keep that beast in. Sometimes when I'm mad, when I want to say my piece, I know. I went to the other key. There's Cocker Key, and then there's what's that other island there? The one that Madonna sings about. I fell in love with San Pedro, Isla Bonita, that song. That's all about that island in Belize, right beside Cocker Key. Can't remember the name of that other one. Cocker Key and something else Key. Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, Madonna sings about that island. She went there and swept away, and that's where the second largest barrier reef in the world is just off the coast of Belize. A lot of snorkeling going on there. I can't snorkel. I get all suffocated, like I can't breathe, and I start choking, and yeah. Didn't you not know that Madonna sang about that? Geez, what's the name of that island? Something. Oh. Anyway, I'll think of it. So, okay, I want to know just one more thing about this obstacle for Aquarius with this partnership. Some sort of partnership, a hopeful partnership. It's a hopeful, you have a lot of hope for this partnership coming up. Could be yourself and someone, a man, a brown-eyed man that you meet. It could be a couple that you know. It doesn't have to be a love either. It could be a business relationship because there's a lot of diamonds here. A lot of diamonds. Okay. Look at that, you got a repeat card. So I think you're moving. You got 2 10s, right? But you got the 10 of hearts and the ace of spades. So this is very, very much you closing a door here. You closing a door and moving on. You're like, this is fulfilling your dreams. This is exactly this. You've accomplished what you needed to accomplish, and you need to move on now. You're moving on to something new, fulfilling, something new that's going to fulfill you. This is done all it's going to do. You got to move on. That's the end of that. The death is the end of that. You're moving to something that's going to really fulfill you. You're going to love it. It's and then the thing with this obstacle, it could be the family situation. That's what the obstacle is. This blue-eyed woman and a brown-eyed man. Like I said, they don't have to be a couple. They could just be family. They could be just a man and a woman in this situation. And the obstacle is leaving, leaving perhaps. Could be a financial obstacle too, because of these diamonds here first. There could be some sort of financial obstacle, or for some, I don't know. You'll know what this means. Amber key. Thank you. That's it. That's the one she sang about. So, and it's huge. Like when I was there, it's like this island of cement. Like everything's sidewalks and shops and buildings, and whereas Cocker Key is not really like that. It's dirt streets, and it's much more untouched. It's very raw. I like that kind of thing. Yeah, you're smart cookie, you are. So that, for all you that just came here to see your reading, there was part 1 that I uploaded. I'll have to rename that part 1. I put bad connection on it. And then this is part 2. This is the continuation of the live because I lost connection. So I'm going to put all these cards back in, okay? I just like to throw them in here and there. I don't like them going in all together. We'll give them a little bit of shuffle. And I'll take some questions if anyone has any questions today. I have until the dog starts barking. That's how much time I have. So, because when the dog starts barking, my niece is here. Ooh. Okay, let me put these ones away for you too. Any questions out there? Is there anybody out there? 7 of yous. 8. 8 of yous. Should you go out tonight? Well, of course, I don't even have to look at the cards. The answer is yes. You know what? I just feel like I got to get out of the house tonight. Like, we're going out to dinner tonight. I'm very excited. I just feel the sun shining. I want to get out. I'm feeling more energized, more, and this is not just Aquarius. I think it's the feeling in the air, the planets and all that. Don't ask me about the planets because I don't know about them. I only know cards and people. And I just want to get out. And so that's why I'm doing this live early, so I can get out there and enjoy the day. And so I'm just going to pull a card for Sammy, because he said, should I go out tonight? Because the night time, it's the right time to be with the one you love. Oh, baby. Come on, baby, now. All right. Should Sammy go out tonight? I say yes. What do you say? What do you say? Just be careful out there, Sammy. Be careful out there. It's a wild, wild world out there. You never know what's going to happen when you step out your door. A job you've had for 8 years. Okay, hold on a second, Rooney. Okay, you know what? This is yours, Sammy. Look at you there, Sam. Yeah, you're ready to go. This is the 3 of Wands. It's ready to take your bush and go grow your bush somewhere. You're ready for greener pastures. You might have a bit of cabin fever too. We call that cabin fever up in Canada. When you get locked in the house in the winter, you're going to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So This is you're going to get out there. You're going to go out tonight and have a nice time. You are standing out above others too. See that middle one that's sprouting out? It's reaching for the sun. You know how plants do that? They reach for the sun. That's you. So it's about right time. You hear the dog barking? So I'm going to answer those 2 questions and then I got to go. My niece is here. I'm going out to dinner too. Are ya? Well, you know, the funny thing is that you're in Las Vegas and I'm going out. Oh, right on. Right on. I'm wondering if you're going with 2 other people, if you're going tonight, because you saw those 3 branches, eh? But it's funny, Love Triber, you're in Las Vegas and I'm going to the casino for dinner tonight, not to gamble, but because it's such a wicked deal for the meals, for the buffet. Tonight is prime rib, lobster tails, and then a full buffet like potatoes and pasta and desserts and salad and everything else for $15. You can't beat it. Like you can't even go get a sub for and a drink for $15. It's more. So you cannot beat the meal deals at the casino. And I go up probably once a week to go and have a really nice meal. Really, really nice. So, right on. Oh, there she's starting. I want to answer your question now, Brenda, before I go. Hey, Love Triber, do you have a question? Like, I appreciate your donation, but you can ask one before I go, too. If you can hear me over the dog. Carmela, stop. They're probably trying to get in my doors. Okay, first, I want to answer your questions. Hi there. Hello. Sherry's here. You know Sherry by now. She's home. Sherry's here. All right. Stop. You know, Brenda, I got to tell you. Carmela, Sherry, would you grab a hold of her? Hey, buddy. Hi, honey. I'm on live right now, so you probably don't want to go on live. I'll hug you in a sec. I'll see that in a sec, okay? I'm just finishing. Sorry, guys. I told you they were coming. Oh. Oh. Well, there is potential. There's a partnership. I think you, like I said, when I said in the reading earlier, you got your eye on somebody or someone has their eye on you there, Lynn. But I'm going back to Brenda. Your new path. Brenda, from the reading itself, Sherry, would you pick up Carmela before I throat punch her? I wouldn't really throat punch her. If you look at the whole reading over again, Brenda, you are beginning a new path. You got the World, and then you got the 10 of Cups, which is ending one thing and beginning a new one. And then you got the on live. And then you got the what was that last one down there? Temperance. Okay. So finding moderation. You're on a new path. There's no doubt about it. I can pull a card for you, hon, but I'm telling you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. Look at that. And Love Triber, if you have a question, I will answer it before I sign off. Okay. But the whole fam damly's here now. All right. Will you find your new path? Well, see, there's something taking you off the path right now, Brenda. There's something making you stray. There's forbidden fruit that you're tempted by. And it's taking you away from your path. And this was in the reading too, right? That Cernunnos, that devil. And then you have justice. A fair decision is going to be made in your favor, you know. And justice is about balance too, right? You got to weigh the odds here, right? And you have to be honest with yourself, really, you know. You can lie to yourself. You're going to say, I'll just have one. Nobody will know. Or I'll just go over there for the night. Nobody will know. But you know. You also have have some sort of a court situation, or you may have to sign some sort of documents or something like that. And maybe this is something old, maybe this is the old you too. And then there's the King of Pentacles. For those that were wondering about someone, a male or a partner, it could be male or female, but this person isn't budging. They might be interested, but they want to see where this is going to go first before they're going to invest themselves. They've been burnt before. You see that? They've been burnt before. And it also means they have a lot of passion, but they are very grounded. They're very firmly planted, and they're not about to invest themselves in something until they can see where it's going to go, where it's going to lead. They want to feel secure in this before they move, before they get out of their comfort zone. See that chair? He's comfortable. He ain't getting up anytime soon. So they need to feel secure that you mean what you say. They can feel safe with you. That's what this guy's all about. He's been burnt before, or girl. They've been burnt before, and they're not going to jump up at any smile. Okay? So that's it in a nutshell, you guys. Is there anything you're overlooking? That's quite broad. My father has passed. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm not allowed to go by myself into his workshop. Is there a reason for this? His workshop. You're not allowed to go into his workshop. Give me a card for Love Triber. This is my last. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I can see. Look at that. I can see. I can see how hurt you are. You're wrapped up in your emotions. See that? She's wrapped up in her emotions. She has all of these worries, nightmares, anxieties, but staying in bed, crying, staying in the house, not doing anything, locking yourself up is not helping, hun. It's not like you may have to, we do grieve. We need that time to grieve, to be alone, to be with our emotions. But you're at the end. The 9 is the end. The 9 is always the last hurdle, the last challenge, the last obstacle we got to get around. And this is your own pain, your own pain. If I were not allowed in my own father's workshop, I would just ask, is there a reason, that I can't go in my dad's workshop? Is there a trust issue? You think I'm going to take something on my own father's that means something to me? I would just come right out and ask. But remember that strength card. Remember, don't lose your cool. Stay composed. Calm yourself. Gentle persuasion. Come from a subdued point of view. Like, hey, I don't want to start any fights, and I don't want to get everybody, but he was my dad. I would really like to go in there. If someone wants to come in with me, fine. If you don't trust me, come in with me, but I would like to do it. Usually with family, it's not the valuable things they want, or for me anyway, there were sentimental things for me. One was a picture of my mom when she passed away, and it was this old black and white picture, but they had colorized it, and it's her sitting down on the floor in one of these beautiful dresses, and the whole skirt of it was spread out in a perfect circle on the floor around her. And she must have been going to some sort of prom or dance. And she just looked so beautiful. And you know, when they used to do the finger curls back in the old days, her hair was all finger curled. And it had that colorization, like just her lips had color and her cheeks and the dress. Everything else was black and white. I wanted that picture so bad. And you think they'd let me have it? No, I never did get it. You know, but that's a memory of mine, and I understand where you're coming from. You also got the 9 of Cups, hon. You know, look at, you know, speaking of your dad, you asked about your dad. Look at, that's a man there sitting by himself. He's content. He's happy now, hon. You know, I think that he thinks everything that important that he wanted to give to you, he gave to you. Oh, it's on the vortex. Oh, you're welcome, darling. You know, and you see how he's looking up? You know, it's kind of like the Last Supper, but this guy's alone. He's ready. He's ready and he's okay. He wants you to remember all the emotions that you've shared. All these cups of love, you know? Yeah, he's all good. He's all good. I think this is probably the best gift that you can know that, right? And he's in blue and red, you know, and green. So healing. The red is rooted, and the blue is the to me. Okay, like I'm not saying this is the rule for everything, but to me, you know, that's how he's feeling. He's healed, he's happy, and he's grounded. All right. So I hope that helps you, darling. And I hope that helps you come out of here. You don't have to worry. He's all right. He's all right. He's probably worried about you right now, though, you know, and he's probably a lot of times when people just pass over, they're right with you, you know, the door closes by itself or something. Little things happen that it's like, what was that? Why did the wind blow the door open? You know what I mean? That's them around you. Another thing. Oh, I'm so glad I thought of this. Dimes. If you find dimes, now for me, that is your loved ones that have passed on trying to communicate with you. Sometimes they're trying to show you or lead you somewhere. Oh, that is wonderful. If you find dimes, I used to find dimes a lot in my old house, and so I think dimes are. I always thought dimes were my mom talking to me, you know, and I really believe that, and it's my mom's trying to tell me something. Really? Well, that might mean that you have a connection with the people in the afterlife. That might mean you're connected like that way. So if you find a lot of dimes, you know, you might have that connection with both worlds, right? You might have that connection. So, you know, there's always a silver lining. There's always a silver lining. Ah, I understand. You know, it's not really winners and losers. Someone feels defeated, and the other one, you know, proved they were right, but it doesn't feel good being right. Doesn't feel good being right. Are you laid in bed? Oh my God. Get out of that bed. Now, I want to tell you guys, if you want to get more motivated, when you get up, turn on the radio. Don't turn on the computer. Don't turn on the television. Those are things that keep you sitting, keep you depressed, keep you unmotivated. Turn on the radio. Turn on your iPod or your stereo or whatever. Music picks up your energy. It makes you happier. All right. Right on. It gets you singing. It lifts your mood, you know? It does. It really helps a lot. So that's all I have to say for today. Would you stop? My niece is laughing at me. I better go, darlings. I will see you soon. I'm not sure tomorrow, but maybe the next day. But I'll probably head into Sherry's so I have way better reception. I'm sorry if the sound or the image or anything was bad. Yeah, so I've really loved talking to y'all today. Take care. Watch out for that full moon. It's making me feel good, though. Bye now. Take care. Thank you.